I had read The Midnight Library and loved that. And I hadn't read the Radleys, but I read the script, and I just thought it was so funny, and I love vampires. I've been talking about this today, but I've got a historical thing about vampires. It's a bit embarrassing. And then I did a lovely Zoom with Euros, and it just all, it all aligned in a perfect way for me. I'm very happy.
When I first read the script, I loved the idea that you can have vampires living next door to you in suburbia, and that they're hiding in plain sight, they're repressing these darker urges inside them. And I thought it was such a great premise for a story, as well being a rites of passage story and a coming of age love story, which is really exciting. So I love making things which are more than one thing.
Euros called me one day and said, "I've got a film, Damian, that I'd like you to be in, and you get to play 2 roles." Mm-hmm. And I said yes.
Thank goodness.
Yeah. Who doesn't want to play 2 roles?
For me, what's really exciting about vampires is that in a sense we dress these creatures up as other things that are completely unlike human beings. But the truth is, we're exactly like them. We've got those darker desires to do terrible things that we constantly have to kind of negotiate with ourselves to keep in check. And I think that's what draws audiences back every year to vampire movies, is that they're versions of us.
It was really good fun. Yeah, it was really good fun. Of course it was, and because one is a recovered vampire who stumbles, and one is a committed vampire. So it's great fun playing those 2 aspects of our natures, as Euros was just talking about, which the film addresses. And yeah, it was hard at times. It stay concentrated. It was tiring, switching in and out. But yeah, fun. Fun. If you can't enjoy that as an actor when offered an opportunity like that, you might as well give up and go home.
And I think what you do so brilliantly is because there's a really simplistic version of Will and Peter. One's good, one's bad.
Yeah.
But what you bring to both of them is this nuance of they both made choices that kind of make them do good and bad things, but they both got really appealing and empathetic qualities about them that make them worthy of our. We want to be both of them at different times in the story.
I think Helen's struggle is such a secret that it's sort of her day-to-day life is kind of tortuous because she's living a lie, and it's sort of hard. She's hard to be around, and I think I found that very appealing. She's got no, like her husband can go to work and he's got this secret, flirtation with the neighbour, or he gets to draw blood and be close to it and have some sort of visceral contact with the thing he craves, and she just completely has forced herself into this tiny box, and it, like I was saying earlier, there's only, she can only sort of stay in that position for so long before the whole thing's gonna blow, and she's just trying desperately to keep her family together and everybody safe, and her struggle, I think, is really the hardest. And she also stays truest to her word in a way. She's got more lies, I think, than anybody. She's got more secrets, but she never falters in her her choice to be that good citizen. It's about being good. Is it better to be good or to be yourself? It's always sunny in Edinburgh. I've noticed that. Like every time I drive through from Glasgow, it's like, oh, there it is. The sun looks like that.
It's just really, truly one of the beautiful European cities, I think, and I had lots of friends here. I had a lot of friends here at university. I used to come. I had a girlfriend up here. I used to come up and down a lot, and so I have an attachment.
Oh, that's nice.
To the city, and it's really wonderful that you guys wanted to premiere our film here, isn't it? Good spot for it.